Hello there everybody, and welcome to the entertainment headquarters, and welcome to a very special Kaiju Connections. Now this Kaiju Connections is dedicated to Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire. And you know, it's little over a week away before its general release, till we all get our butts in the theatres and see these epic titans, kaiju, huge, you know, larger than life monsters back on the big screen. And I'm very much looking forward to it. But at the same time, I'm also nervous to see what the general reaction is going to be for it. Because, you know, I've only seen the two trailers, and you know, the first one was a mixed bag. I was kind of underwhelmed a little bit by it. The second trailer went balls to the wall, showed you a lot more action and a lot more of the main antagonist, the Scar King. And there was a hidden surprise in there that I think a lot of people noticed, which I'm not going to spoil for anybody. I've seen little bits online. I've tried to avoid spoilers as much as I can. But at the same time, one thing that always, you know, has spoilers involved in it is the release of the toys and the merchandise. And that's why I have this big box here. Because I made the choice to order the entire collection of Funko Pops from Funko for Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire. But half of the shipment is being sent and the other half hasn't, so I don't actually know which figures is in this box. But let's have a look, and let's open the box and see which Funkos that I got from Godzilla x Kong. So, be careful with the knife, kids. Be careful with the knife. Whoa. Well, the first thing I've noticed is the amount of friggin' wrapping that they have in the box. And we have another box within a box. So these are two characters that we have seen in the trailers, so it's not really a spoiler. And the first one is the mini Kong, who, as you can see, his name is Suko. So I didn't know his name, so now I do know his name. The box and the design of the box is your stereotypical Funko Pop box. And I've just had a quick glance at the back there. I'm not going to totally take these all out, but I'm going to have a quick glance at them. So, I like how they've given him little, he's got green eyes and he's got a scar along the eye, so he's obviously a scrapper, this one. He likes to get into the fight himself, a bit like Kong. So that is the first of the Funkos, Suko. Number two, within a box, is the antagonist of this movie, Scar King. Now, when it comes to Scar King, I do believe he's divided the fan base. I do believe there's a lot of fans that are not that excited for him. As for me, just off the glance of the trailer, I myself have got mixed feelings on him. You know, I think after the end of JVK and the kind of story arc of Kong, how he was lonely and he was finding a new home. I think it was only a matter of time before they added another ape titan, but I never expected the main antagonist to be, you know, an ape titan. But this is Scar King. And his head moves side to side. I love the weapon that's wrapped around his body. For me, if you can remember rightly, in JVK, you had the warbats, them giant snakes that could hover or float or fly. And for me, the whip that he's got wrapped around his waist there reminds me of a warbat. It's like a warbat skeleton. So that is number 2. And they were a box within a box. The next 3 are quite large. These are the larger of the figures. I believe the class these are super size Funko Pops. Oh, yeah, we go. And it is Kong himself. Wow, he looks absolutely awesome. I have all the JVK Pops as well. I've got every one. I got all of the variations, from the normal ones to the flock one to the glow-in-the-dark one. I've got them all. Ooh. Yep. Look at him. And the Beast Glove, I believe this is called. Now, this is just me, but obviously in the last movie I had Apex, who created, you know, Mecha Godzilla. For me, when I look at the Beast Glove, just off the pop vinyl figure, I have a theory that this is made with Apex technology, or it's made by, you know, the remains of Mecha Godzilla. They might have taken some of the mechanical elements from Mecha Godzilla to form the Beast Glove. But that's just my theory when it comes to Kong. I love his face, and I love, oh, the scratches on the chest. The detailing is really good on this figure. Yep, I'm enjoying that one. So that is Kong. And as we've seen in the film, I think his plot is once again going to be at the forefront of the movie. The second plot, as we've seen with Godzilla, I believe is involving his evolution, when he evolves. And we've never actually, I think, seen that within a Godzilla film, and actually evolve on screen in front of him. We've seen him when he, you know, if you've seen Godzilla -1, we've seen in that film where he was, you know, the dinosaur version, and then after the release of the atomic bomb, he transformed and became the Godzilla that we all know and love. But we've never had, I don't think, in my mind, an ever evolving Godzilla, apart from in maybe the TV show. Singular Point, we're seeing different forms of Godzilla then. Shin Godzilla, actually we did see him evolve in that, but we've never seen the American version of Godzilla evolved. So it's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But yep, I'm loving that one. And here we go. Godzilla himself, the evolved Godzilla, or the Vineyard Godzilla. Whoa, this one's heavy. Heavier than the Kong one. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. I'm loving the design. Like, when I first seen the design in the trailers, like a lot of people, I was a bit sceptical with the colouring of the kind of neon pink. but it's grown on us, and I think it's grown on a lot of the fans now. It just reminds me, it's like the American version of Godzilla 2000. That's how I'm taking it. That's just my opinion. Obviously, he was more purple, but I'm quite enjoying, like, the pink. And when I look at some of the scenes with him in the trailer, he's not that bright pink all the time. It's just when he's getting ready to use the atomic blast. The other pinkish colour I've seen, the more lighter tone version, when he's not like in battle mode, I guess, ready to fight, it comes across as a more natural pink colour, like skin, which is what I quite liked about it. But yeah, I'm really liking him. And I like the fact they've slimmed him down a bit. He's been on a bit of a diet, something I need to do. So I might take your advice and go on a diet soon. But I'm going to put him there because I really enjoy that one. So, whoa. Now this one I'm really liking as well. It is Scar King, but on the throne. Yeah. We've seen it in the teaser trailer that came out at the beginning of last year, or the middle of last year, of this epic ape creature sitting on a throne, and as it panned out, you're seeing the skull of Kong, the skull of Godzilla, and it basically let you know something bad was coming, and it's Scar King. So, let's have a look. Wow. So that is Scar King, and he's sitting on a throne. Just like the other Funko, he has his whip wrapped around his body. And he's got his foot on a Titan skull, which I'm assuming is a skull of another member of his species, or Kong species. So obviously he's more like a chimpanzee or a orangutan Titan, where Kong, I think, is more or less based off a gorilla or an ape, a bigger ape. But yeah, like I say, we'll have to wait and see how he turns out on the big screen. Is he really going to be, you know, the antagonist we want him to be? We know he's going to be super intelligent. We know he has an army of other apes under his command via the trailer. But what's he going to be like when we see him in action? Will he deliver in terms of being the kind of villain that we want? Because it's really going to be hard to top, you know, King Ghidorah from King of the Monsters, and of course Mechagodzilla from JVK, two, you know, big bad titans. Now he is the first big bad, I would say, original legendary kaiju. I know we had the Mutos, they were great. I really enjoyed the Mutos. The skull crawlers were very inventive as well. I liked their design, and I liked how they were like the alpha kind of, you know, predator on Skull Island, and Kong, like we know, was the alpha protector. So they had their relationship, and obviously the Mutos were just giant parasites. But we haven't really have, by legendary, a Titan who's on the level of King Ghidorah or Mechagodzilla in terms of the big bad element. And so this guy, he's meant to be it. So is he going to deliver? Oh, another Godzilla. And it is this one, which is, it doesn't have a name, it's just Godzilla having a sleep, having a lie down, chilling out. So let's take a look at Sleepy Godzilla. You know what? When I look at this, technical difficulties. there we go. When I look at this, the way he's lying, the way he's like squashed, I honestly think this could have been a Doug Funko Pop. Titanus Doug, who was super popular. He only was on the screen for a split second in JVK, but he became super popular, super fast within the minute he was on screen. And looking at this could have been Titanus Doug, because if you look at the body, you've got the little legs there, you've got the little legs there, and just the shape of him. And I wonder if when they were preparing this, if it was always meant to be a Godzilla Funko, or if it could have potentially been a Titanus Doug Funko, because as soon as I look at this, I'm thinking of Doug, because of the shape of him, the size of him. But once again, the detailing on the spines, they're the pinkish colours. The underneath, like I say, he just looks like a tadpole. But that's the nature of the Funko Pops and the designs of these. But yeah. But I quite like this one. But for me, I just look at that and I think of Doug. Titanus Doug. Is there any more? Oh, there's one more. And it's a Kong. So it's Kong with both his battle axe and the beast glove. I'm going to be decorating my room some point, either end of the year, because I'm busy saving some money up, some moolah up. And what I intend to do is I intend to decorate the room, reshape the room, have a desk in the corner where Big G is in the back there. And I'm going to have against the wall that I have this little corner, this little desktop here. I'm going to have on the wall some shelving where I can display a lot of me merchandise and a lot of me memorabilia, not just Godzilla or Kaiju merch. I've got Hellboy merch, I've got Lord of the Rings merch, I've got a shitload of Star Wars merch, I've got Transformers Generation 1 merch, because I love that as a kid. But back to Kaiju, and there we have Little Kong with the battle axe from JVK, his ancestral weapon. And of course we have the beast glove, made by Monarch, aka using, I'm assuming, like I said before, Apex technology, a combination of two. So you have Funko Mini Kong with Funko Mini lying down Godzilla there, who I think Dougzilla, I'm going to name this one Dougzilla. So this is Dougzilla in Kong. And then of course you have the Scar King on the throne with Kong. But out of all the Funkos that I have here in front of me, like I say, I've ordered them all, and I've had me shipment sent out in 2 lots. I got 2 emails with 2 tracking devices, and there's 3 other pops on the way, I think. And this is the only time where I'm going to be spoilerish for the film, because obviously I have seen the back of the box and I do know. But I'll just quickly show you this. There you go. You have the atomic blast fire breathing Godzilla. I still need that to come. I need, I believe, just a small normal beast glove version of Kong to come. And unfortunately, yes, it's a spoiler, but there is this character coming as well. This Titan, who I believe is meant to be the secret of the film, but it's everywhere online, it's hard to avoid, and we do now know that that creature is named Shimo, and I do know that this character is female. She's a female Titan, so she's huge, she's grand, she's beautiful, and I believe she's even bigger than King Ghidorah. So that's going to be a pleasure to see on screen. So I cannot wait to get Shimo along with the other Kong and the other Godzilla. My only nitpick with the Shimo pop, I'm going to say, they've done the super size of this guy. And by the way, the reason I'm holding him up again is this is my favourite of the collection. I absolutely adore this one. I love the design. I love how it looks. It's fantastic. But yes, going back to Shimo, is they've done a supersized Kong. They've done a supersized Godzilla. And if Shimo was meant to be the largest Titan within the Monsterverse, and is meant to, you know, be large, grand, and beautiful in all her glory, why didn't they do a supersized Shimo figure? I think having a Kong, a Godzilla, and a Shimo figure on the supersized level would have been fantastic. And I had the same nitpick when they brought out JVK. They did the large, you know, massive JVK Super Pops, which was like, you had the normal versions or you had the Neon City Light versions. I always wanted a giant Mecha Godzilla as well, but it wasn't to be. But this has been a Kaiju Konnections unboxing video. Tell me what you think of the collection. Tell me what you think of the Funko Pops. Are you a collector of Funko Pops? Are you enjoying the hype and looking forward to GXK, the New Empire? What's your predictions for the film? And what's your predictions of how bad or how villainous the Scar King's going to be? And what is your thoughts of Shimo, the second, or should we say the third female Titan to hit the Monsterverse? You know, we've had Mothra, and then of course we had the female Muto, and then we had the Queen Muto. So actually Shimo's the fourth, to my knowledge, female Titan within the Monsterverse. So it's going to be fun to see how it all comes about. And we've got little Godzilla here, which I really enjoy as well. But yes, this has been a Kaiju Konnections unboxing video. Let me know what you think of the collection. Let me know your thoughts on GXK, the New Empire. Yeah. And the only other thing I can say is keep the Kaiju love alive. Please like, share and subscribe to the Entertainment Headquarters. And I promise coming soon will be my GXK, the New Empire review. And in fact, I've got an idea that I might do with that. So stay tuned. But until then, I'll catch you all at the next one.